What is interesting here, Simon, I think, are trophies still the true barometer of success? I mean, has that idea diminished as the game has got richer?
I think it's diminished when you badge a tournament as the Champions League up as the Champions League, where 90% of the participants aren't actually champions. I mean, people look at at winning things in a different way, and different clubs have different attitudes of what winning looks like. If you're staying in the Premier League as Brentford, you'll consider that a win, with due respect. If you maintain a status in the Premier League for 10 years as Crystal Palace, you'll consider that a win. Right? If you're West Ham and you arrive in the top 4 and you stay in the top 4, that's a win. But surely it has to be something that you can collect, put in a cupboard and look back on. You would think. You can't look back on saying that you finished in the top 4 in season 20, 21, 22 in 15 years' time. But it's all building blocks. So I think what it has done is it adds more jeopardy to every single season, because there's a variety of things that you're playing for. Sure. If you're playing for a top 4 place or a top 6 place, or staying in the division, or winning the division, or winning a cup, then you've opened up the pantheon of opportunities to be successful under different guises. I still think winning the FA Cup, winning the League Cup, winning the Champions League, winning the Europa League, winning the laughable Europa Conference, and winning the Premier League are the things that you come away from the season with as saying, I've achieved something. But did you not tell us earlier this week that qualifying for Europe is almost bigger than winning a trophy? Economically, it is. Yeah, of course it is. Because, economically, because as the game's growing richer, as the tournaments outside of the domestic leagues become more and more financed. That is why the ridiculous outfit UEFA have expanded the Champions League to more games, because they recognise the rewards that are in it. So. Again, it depends what prism you're looking through. If you're Chelsea and you're Tottenham and you're Arsenal and you're Liverpool and you're Manchester City and you're Manchester United, it has to be winning something. Yeah. If you're, say, other clubs that are trying to build something, then it's about participating in an opportunity that might solely be economic, because then what you do is you build the ability to get better players, you build a reputation that encourages more players to join you, and then maybe further down the line you can start winning the things. Sure thing. Participation in other things gives you the credibility with players to be able to achieve with. I mean, when you compare standout elite managers, say Klopp against Pep, and they certainly two of our standout elite managers, 8 trophies in 5 years. Klopp has secured 4 trophies in 6 years. 2 of the 4, the Super Cup and the Club World Cup. So again, are trophies really the barometer? Well, it depends which trophies you put into the mix. If you put the legitimate trophies into the mix rather than the peripheral ones, like the FIFA World Club Championships, those are nice. Exactly. They're balls. I mean, the other 2 are legit. But when you put Klopp and
Champions League and Premier League,
yes, of course. Yeah. When you put Klopp and Guardiola into the mix, you're talking about guys. In Guardiola's case, you've got a checkbook manager that can buy success and certainly deliver it, but not without a checkbook, I suspect. And Klopp is slightly different, because if you look at his return, if you look at the spend per point that he's achieved, right, his is the lowest of the lot. For the millions and millions and millions of pounds that Liverpool have spent and the millions and millions of pounds of players that they've sold, his is the lowest cost of acquisition, and Guardiola is quite low as well. Yeah. But obviously he's achieved so much, his return dilutes. But I think if you look at those 2 guys and say that their return and their achievements, these are the elite managers. Yeah. These are the top guys, and everybody else is chasing their fumes in terms of the success that they can or can't deliver for their football clubs. Sure. Now we know the semi-finals. As I said, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool. Should the semi-final, Simon, be cut down from 2 to 1-legged affairs? As an argument in perpetuity, or as an argument in instances such as this? I think in both. Well, you can't change the configuration of the tournament now, because you're at semi-final stage. It would be laughable to say that we've known the tournament's going to be 2-legged all the way through, and we arrive at that point, and all of a sudden we change it. Unless all 4 teams want to vote for that and say that's fine, we're happy to have that, then all of a sudden you've got teams saying we've got home advantage in a cup semi-final. So that becomes a difficult conundrum. Going forward, if you want to diminish domestic cups in favour of the preference of the big clubs in the divisions playing in European football, that can't be right. The English Football League value this tournament. It brings in significant revenue, and whilst there's no English Football League participants at this stage in it, there's still a revenue opportunity for the EFL as a result of it. So it's all about revenue. I mean, does it change it much? Does it devalue it much if you went from 2 to 1-legged semi-finals? No, I think probably not. but it is something that's steeped in this Cup's history. This Cup was brought in the 60s to replace those that were knocked out of the FA Cup early in the tournament and give them alternate tournaments. It's been a big success for a number of years. It always attracts a big support as it gets into the later stages of the tournament. I think if you get to the semi-finals, then if it's set in stone and has been since the evolution of this particular tournament, that you play 2 legs, then you just get on with it and play 2 legs.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. And that's exactly what they're going to do.
They play 2 legs in every European game. Why can it be not? Why does it have to be different for a domestic cup?
You watch that voice.
No, but I'm fine. It's just a croaky throat. But the bottom line is if you look at a domestic tournament, we must not allow our domestic tournaments to be diminished in the pursuit of other people's desires to play in bigger things.
Jim White and Simon Jordan, Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.